This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the Agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the agents figured their way into the catacombs, but now they gotta figure their way out of the catacombs. So this is one of those episodes where, okay, I'll just say it, not a lot happens. We had a lot of talking, a lot of backstory, a lot of kibitzing, and that is because the next episode was really long, and I could have either had like a 2.5 hour episode or like a 50-minute episode, and I decided to do the shorter one because those of you who also listen to 3-Ring Adventure, that is a gigantic episode, and I don't like to drop 2 gigantic episodes for both shows at the same time because suddenly you have like 4 or 5 hours worth of show to listen to, so I try to balance them all out. And every so often, you guys do like to hear sort of the behind the scenes of where we're just talking and building our characters and figuring out builds and feats and things like that. So you will hear a fair amount of that this week. But do not worry, next week we'll get back to the super duper long episodes of them jumping into the meat of things. And oh boy, I don't even know where I'm going to cut these episodes because they go nuts. I'll leave it at that. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes right away, because we got a lot to talk about. So show notes this week, let's talk about my favorite subject, Gen Con. I bet you thought I was going to say Battles of Bestiary, but you're wrong. Yes, my favorite subject is actually Gen Con, because I love going to Gen Con, and I'm going to Gen Con next week, because I miss it quite a bit. Yes, I'll be careful. I've actually been to dozens and dozens of sporting events and public events, and I always wear a mask. I've been very careful. I'm fully vaccinated, all that fun stuff. So I feel that I will be careful, go to Gen Con, and enjoy my time there. I love Gen Con. It is one of my favorite things in the entire world, if not my favorite thing in the entire world. That is how much I love it. So I cannot wait to go. And Pirates of Con and every other convention that I haven't been to in over 2 years finally get to go. So if anyone is at Gen Con, hit me up. I will be walking around. I'll have some free pins that I can give out people. I will have the Battles of Bestiary book if you actually want to check it out and see it. I will have a copy of it that you can see in person. That's right. So I'm not like in a booth or doing any talk, so I'm just going to be wandering around. So if you see me, just come up and say hi. And of course, do check out the Battles of Bestiary, the Kickstarter. Just go to kickstarter.rollforcombat.com, and you too can see all the cool new things, including minis. We added minis. People really wanted minis, so they've been added. We're adding minis to the RPG Superstar level and the RPG Super Duper Star level. They are added to those levels automatically. You'll also be able to get the minis as add-ons if you want. That will be added probably by the time you listen to this. So we are in the process of sculpting and getting the minis done. In essence, having a mini was pretty much no different than having a pin made. So in retrospect, maybe I should have done the minis earlier, but I have made pins in the past and I have experience making pins, but I have no experience making minis. So this was new to me. Luckily, I know a lot of people in the industry who know all about minis. So I talked to them and got their advice. So now I'm working with some very good people who will be sculpting and then making the minis for us. So look for those. In the next couple weeks, I'll be posting the pictures of the mini sculpts in 3D so you can see what they look like. And do check out the Roll for Combat Kickstarter if you want, well, the book, the Dragon book, the Adventure Path, all that. By the way, the Dragon book, I think, just tripled in size, at least doubled in size, because Mark's like, you know what, I have this idea of where I'm just going to go crazy and put at least a huge history for dragon ancestries and put in all these notes, and then I'm going to make at least one page for every single dragon ancestry, so suddenly this will be a gigantic book. So yeah, he keeps getting it bigger and bigger and bigger, so make sure you check that out. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. The door opens. Inside, you see a sanctuary. The furniture of this long shrine chamber are in a state of utter disrepair. Pews, torch stands, and even the room's chandelier have been piled up near the room's only entrance to the east. At the opposite end of the chamber, where you just came in, a single large statue cast in bronze that's been left standing behind a stone altar securely fastened to the floor tiles. The statue depicts none other than Alabaster's fallen patron deity, Aridin, along with the classical rendition of the Starstone. Both Aridin's arms are raised above his head as though holding the shining 8-sided star made of large and immaculately cut quartz crystal aloft. In addition, there are 4 very haggard-looking people that are
Holy crap.
very, very shocked as the door opens, and they jump and grab their weapons. And
Are their cloaks gray? I bet their
yes,
cloaks are gray.
their cloaks are gray.
I was kind of kidding, but kind of not when I said that.
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
Nice.
Uh-oh. I'm dressed as a
We're all
We're
dressed
dressed
as,
as cultists.
yeah.
God damn it.
No, show your badge. Just show your badge.
Yeah.
Reveal my face. Show my badge.
I will show the
Where's
badge.
the Edgewatch? We'll
Undercover.
come to
We're
rescue you.
undercover.
It's police.
We are. I am short for a stormtrooper.
Yes.
I am short for a stormtrooper.
Ha.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
They look into like, oh, sorry, no, it's only 3 people. So there's 3 people, and they jump up, and they're like, who are you? Who? We'll fight you. We'll fight you to the death. We'll kill you.
We're the
kill you.
Edgewatch.
I diplomatized to calm him down, and
Let's move into the room too.
Dougie backs up. This is where I take the
show him
flank.
my credentials and my face, and I give the passwords, and I hit him with all the bona fides.
I'm a little worried if we all go into this room and the door closes, because clearly they were kept prisoners in here and they couldn't get out, right?
Chris Beamer is playing Lo Mang, an orc tiefling monk of the crane style.
No, I think they fled in here and been holed up in here. I think they're the ones that barricaded the door and they've been holed up in here.
But they didn't try and find a way out.
Yeah. I think they're just holed up.
These guys want food and drink. Let's fix them up.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not tied up, right?
No. They're here. Hold on. I got.
They have weapons, don't they?
Yes, they have
Do we have
weapons.
do we have a trick
That's
question?
not prisoner.
Do we have a trick question about Babe Ruth or Mickey Mouse to identify a imposter?
Yeah.
Well, no, my point is that maybe you can't activate the door from inside this room to get out.
Oh, you mean like it's a Roach Motel?
Actually,
right,
as you
exactly.
walk across it, there's actually a panel in the floor that's very obvious that if you step on that is attached to this secret door.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
you
God.
can get out.
These guys are
It's
just
very
lame.
obvious.
They're
They were
just lame.
afraid. They were so afraid.
It's very obvious. So you manage to calm them down. They are so tired and they're so disheveled and just look exhausted that they wouldn't even have been able to put up much of a fight. You showing them your badge, they're just like, oh, thank the gods. We knew that we weren't forgotten. Oh, we were about to try to make a mad dash for it, but we knew there was no way we'd be able to make it past that thing. We've been in here for days now. Oh, please.
I got news for you. It's been weeks.
Do you have any food and water? Anything, please.
We do. We have some food and water.
Yeah, we feed them.
Oh my God, we are exactly
medicine
the first.
checks.
Yeah, I mean
Medicine checks.
we
We
are
heal
Saint Bernard with the thing.
Yeah.
Like you just like do that hand wave medicine check and them all up to full hit points, all that jazz.
And sure enough, to the east, every single piece of furniture in this room was pushed against that door that you tried to open. And they obviously barricaded it from the inside.
That explains why we couldn't open it, I guess.
Yep.
Did the cultists here know that you're in this room? Or are they saving you, or you just got sort of trapped in here from
That's a good question.
from that monstrosity? I know the thing in the armor and the ooze.
So first of all, they introduced themselves. The first one is a male human, and he says, "Oh, just by the way, I'm Delvin Brodinger. You can just call me Blue Devil. That's what everyone calls me. And this is 2 other mid-level cadets. This is Kristen, and you see a female human, and Horlo, and he's another male human. And we were following the trail that we found in the main Aridin Hall, and we went through the crack in the wall and went down, and we were very careful. We snuck around, but when we got to the split, we put that white X on the wall, and we weren't sure whether to go north or south because the water washed away our trail. Some of us went south, and I heard screaming,
Yeah,
and
they
we
didn't
know that
make it.
some of them didn't make it. We went north, and there was this like pit of horrible disease and disgustingness, and we continued up north, where the pool got really deep, and there's something horrible rose out of that pool. It was a creature, an enormous creature made out of filth and garbage and the most disgusting, horrible things you could ever imagine. And from there, we panicked and ran, as our weapons seemed to be useless against this thing. And we ran back upstairs to the area just overlooking this. And this gigantic monstrosity made of like undead energy and oozes and other things started to attack us. We don't know what it was. And all that was left was this door. And we ran in, and the captain, they all look at each other and they sort of like look guilty. Like, the captain, she didn't make it. She sacrificed herself for us. And he's actually crying as he's saying this. It's like, she held that thing back while we fled into this room, and we held the door open long enough for her to come in. But the last thing I saw before I shut the door was that creature was devouring her, and it was putting her inside of it.
Oh,
Quickly shut the door and barricaded it, and we've been here ever since. And we knew there was a secret passage behind the statue of Aridin, but we've been here for days. We couldn't figure out how to open it. We don't have the tools to go through the stone, so we've just been living on rations all this time. Oh, yeah. Can we get out? Can you help us? Can you please? I think we're the only 3 left.
I think you're the only 3 left also, and we can definitely help you, but maybe you want to come with.
yeah. Well, do we get a sense, like, what is their state of combat readiness?
Well, the Blue Devil is second in command, and he's a lieutenant, and the other 2 are cadets. They're very low level.
Oh,
They would not last anything in here.
Yeah.
So they're like first and second level.
You would, yeah. Like all the
Okay.
top level people are
Okay.
dead.
Yeah, so you're actually very fortunate you didn't leave this room, because we're going to clean out the trash and we're going to kill them all, the cultists that are in here. But there's a lot of stuff that's to the west and to the north of here that you don't want to mess with. Like, we could definitely lead you out, though, pretty
Yeah.
safely. I mean, kind of. Like, we may have to risk running through that room,
yeah.
but it seems like that creature, once he leaves its line of sight, will not follow you. So if we were to open this door to the east, we could make a straight run across, and from there's nothing that's going to be in our way to get out.
Right.
Yes, that sounds great. Anything. We've been here so long. We have to go. We have to leave. We can't spend another minute here.
Hold it
Please,
together, man.
Please. Well, now they see you. Now they see you. They're just falling apart. Like, they are just crumbling. Whatever they had, whatever, courage, dignity, and togetherness they had before this is just crumbling now that you've showed up.
They have been
and there's hope of escape, and they are broken. They're broken.
Like Gomez gives his compatriots. He doesn't say any of this, but he gives his compatriots a knowing look, and in his mind, he's like, they split the party. They left the man behind. They made every mistake.
Right.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
Yeah.
They did not follow protocol.
Yeah.
Like a practical supposition. They hung out here indefinitely. Like they hang out here indefinitely. Is this a good place for us to hold up and rest?
Yeah.
Yes,
and,
it is.
and get slots back and get reboot.
Yes.
Yeah, looking at this map, there's a discrepancy in the handout map and the dungeon map. It looks to be a dais or a coffin or something like that in front of the statue. Is that the case?
Oh, an altar or something?
Yeah, like is
Maybe
that
an altar, I don't know.
is the handout map accurate?
To a point. I mean, what that actually, that's a dais. Like, if you look on the map that you're in, you can see how there's like a little dais where the statue is on top of. And there is like a small little altar there where they put like candles and incense. So they're both right.
Yeah, like it
some
seems
just
like
have-
the handout. It seems like the handout map is just in greater detail. Like it has like like we don't see any of those little piles of trash in the corner. The previous room had like bookshelves, and I think whatever.
Yeah, like both maps are right, but neither map is. Let's put it this way: the map you're on right now is the accurate map. Like that's what you actually see. The map you're given was, done from memory, so there could be things that are slightly incorrect on that map. So,
But yeah, if these guys have been here for days and the cultists never found them here, that sort of implies that this room would be safe for us to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was like, can we get a nice rest here?
yeah, they go on to explain. Yeah, no one's come to bother us. We haven't heard a peep until we heard someone trying to get into the room.
That was us.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
Just a few minutes
that
ago.
that worried us, but no one has come here. This room has been quiet for at
Actually,
least a week.
I asked them, are you wearing your Eridan holy symbols? Do you have them?
Yes,
Okay, good.
yes.
So you know about those statues, right?
Yes,
oh,
yes.
that's a good call.
Actually, we did see and know about the statues once we came in here. These catacombs have been scouted by the Grey Cloaks before. This is Grey Cloaks territory, and we know that there's many guardians down here, but standard procedures whenever you find a temple that's dedicated to a god, you make sure you have that god's amulet on you at all times.
All right. I think that we could make this really efficient.
Yeah.
I alone could lead them out and just run them out and then run back in.
Sure.
Well, it looks like from what they
wonder.
say, the safest way is not even through this door. They said that they dropped down and went underneath like the doorway that's been barricaded, and that's the branch. We didn't go the north way, and they said they went back up the stairs from what they described.
Yeah, if they have
Oh,
a
I
better,
see. So
if they
so
have
it
a
looks
better
like,
way
it
to
looks
get
like
to
they snuck by or missed the guards to the west, and they came through that southern door on the west, through the same room that we did, through the secret door that we just did.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying that they did? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, like
that they did?
if we double back to that ledge that we climbed up on, and dropped down, and we go straight south, we would actually just go straight to the
up to the water and stuff.
straight to the water.
I see.
So we don't even have to
go out to sewage. Go out to sewage like Shawshank Redemption.
Well, we can't survive a 40-foot fall. There's no way we're gonna fall.
Yeah,
down
we're gonna
into
throw
that
you off.
sewage.
Oh,
We'll figure it out, dude.
We have rope and
we rope
Yeah.
technology, dude. We can figure it out.
but the creature's right there. The
Oh, it
creature will
freaks
get
out.
us.
Oh, all right.
How are
Yeah.
we gonna? You can't just
Okay, let's run.
loiter
then.
around.
Yeah, let's.
It's this type of negative waves. It's like oddball. It's this type of negative waves. No, give us a couple minutes. We're much more experienced than you guys are. We're like I'm a trained sorcerer. I can create things out of nothing. Don't like it's not a given that a mere 40-foot descent will thwart us. We can figure that out. But I generally do like the idea. The only thing is we have to do it without aggroing the monster, because if we aggro the monster and if we get one round of combat, all these guys are dead.
Well, those 3 are the only ones that actually have to run across. We can actually make that jump if they feel safer, like in one round, like one action.
I was wondering about that. We just scurry. We just run. We just scurry right across.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Run,
Yeah.
run right to the east, all the way down those stairs, and keep going. And then
Right. So what's the problem with that?
So let's do that.
yeah, that's how we came up here. We ran up those stairs
right,
and came into this room here, and
right.
yeah.
So we just do the same thing in reverse, except
Right.
one of us isn't an idiot that lets himself get killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to.
That's
once
our
we're out-
captain. That's
Yeah,
our captain. She
what-
sacrificed
Oh, you're gonna
herself.
start.
You don't want
crying.
to see what she looks like now because we
Yeah.
saw her.
Yeah,
Just
you don't
avert
wanna
your
let
gaze. Just focus on the end of that hallway and run. Are they in a condition to run? Can you run?
They leap up. Like if it's a plan of escape, we're ready to go.
All right.
And they all like line up ready.
All right, let's maybe let's not. Are we going to rush into this, or do we want to just like take a minute and see if we can?
Well, do you still have
optimize
pest
this
form,
maneuver?
by the way?
What?
Do you still have your pest form?
I do. Like, yeah, it's like I want to investigate all these options.
Is it a scroll or is it not a scroll? It's your spell.
It's a scroll. It's a scroll.
Oh.
But I
Yeah,
I want to investigate these options a bit.
Because I mean, the only issue is if that thing is standing right on the other side of the door right now. Like
Right.
if it's anywhere else in
Right.
that room, for the most part, I think like 2-3 actions you're out of its sight and it's not going to follow.
Yeah,
Right.
and can it get through the doorway? That's the biggest question. Can it get through the
It's
doorway that we're
it's
peeking
big.
out of?
Like it can't get through those little passageways. It's
It does
big,
not
isn't
look
it?
like it can. It's no way. This thing
Okay,
is.
then it's
this
no
thing
risk.
is 12 feet tall and 10 feet wide. These passageways are like 3 feet. Like they're really narrow. There's no way it can get.
All right,
through
I'm
these.
opening up the door. I'm just gonna look.
Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
just
You open up the door.
There's no
and-
risk.
It's right there.
Now you can't actually see, according to the map. I mean, I sort of have everything open, but that wall to the south is a corridor. So there's a 5-foot corridor, and then it opens up into that 15-foot area of death.
Right.
It's the DMZ, we'll call it. And then it goes back into the narrow corridor, this 3-foot wide corridor that leads back downstairs.
So I'm going to stealth 5 feet. Ding. And do I? Oh yeah.
And you should.
Yeah.
Okay, you peek your eye around,
Uh-huh.
and sure enough, you see your friend.
Oh, he's 10, 20, 30, 40 feet south of us. Yeah, we got this.
And now you
cross
look
this.
a little closer,
Yeah.
and you can see the captain is inside of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Graham.
and
It's so nasty.
she's still alive.
Hmm.
She's like moving. She seems to be conscious and even talking a little.
Oh,
It's not
man.
good. It's not
She's
good
a
what you hear.
symbiote.
The minds of madness you hear.
Cthulhuid. Yeah.
There's nothing we can do.
And looking at just looking at my spells real quick. It's a first level solution, but it might help. I got web. I'm going to do the classic web the passageway to impede the creature's movement after us, and you buy us a
But-
little extra time if we need it.
I mean, our movement, assuming they move 20 feet, I mean, that's we cross in one action.
Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe there's cowards.
It's
there's cowards
it's
that
not
we
even
didn't run.
one turn, it's one action.
Like
so
we
they can
know the
keep running.
weakness of this monster is that once you're out of its sight, it doesn't mess with you anymore. So it's like not
Right.
even like you have to worry about it following you. And
Right,
you can't
right,
really
right.
physically even get down that passage. So I say we
Right.
just make a run for it.
Yeah. Let's do this. Leeroy
all-
Jenkins!
are we all doing
I'm
it?
running. I'm running.
Well, I do cast Fleet Step on myself.
Okay.
Keep moving. Keep
you
moving.
run. You run.
are.
They're running
Follow.
right behind you. Everyone is running
Keep moving,
as
Dougie.
fast as possible down
Oh.
that. And sure enough, you hear shunk, shunk. But it is woefully slow compared to how fast you guys are
Good.
running
Yeah.
across that hallway.
Feet
Like,
don't fail me now.
right, you were just flying across that hallway, and you hear shunk, shunk, shunk. Wait,
Basil, you coming?
Basil, you coming?
He likes it where he is.
All right, so I mean, from here we should be able to just hand wave that they're out. Right.
Shunk. And it's like, oh, I can't get in. Want to get into tiny passageway. Too small. But then you hear the captain scream.
Oh, God.
And they all look back. They go, she's still alive. The captain's still alive.
We might save her when we.
They look
Not
at
really.
you. They're like, you have to rescue her. You have to. They like grabs Gomez by this collar. It's like, you must rescue her.
Do they shake Gomez
They
too?
shake Gomez.
They're shaking Gomez.
Shaking Gomez like a ragdoll. You must save her. You must save her.
All right,
These are
we're gonna
Shep's favorite people.
we're gonna save her just like we saved you, but we're not gonna save anybody if we don't get out of here. Now move, and I gotta
Okay.
diplomatize them.
Okay, let's go.
Chop.
They're like, this is the way we went. And then they point to the north. They're like, see, we went up to the north.
Right.
Well, that's nice, but isn't our way better? Just follow us and shut up.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think they have the fastest way. Yeah,
Did they have the fastest way?
we just go down here. This is straight to the.
Mm-hmm.
This is a straight to the thing. Yeah.
To the fountain room and the secret door.
Yep.
Yeah. And we basically escort them out.
Yeah, we can handle it. You don't have to do the whole thing.
Yeah. I
So
don't
you
think we need-
walk down you walk through, you walk all the way out. Yep, you do all the secret door. You come out. There's no one there. It's quiet. You don't hear hoof prints. You don't hear hoofs. Your favorite
That's a
nightmare.
good thing. Oh, by the way, we're gonna ask them. What did you guys see? How far did you guys get into? We're gonna show them the maps and ask if all the intel is correct, especially for traps. Do they know someone named what is this guy's name? Mongo or something?
No,
the guy that
we-
knows
we-
traps.
We never got into the sanctum.
Oh my God, you guys!
This is as far. We only got to this, to where they are now. That's as far as they got. they never made it to the sanctum. They made it into the underground area, and then they went to the south, and what are they called? The Oteogs got
Yeah.
them, and then they ran to the north, and then the awful creature got them. And then they
Oh my
ran
God.
to the south and
These
back up
guys
to
have-
the north. And then Tyrukis got them. And then they barricaded themselves in the room. And that's where they've been since.
Okay. Yeah. I guess they haven't come across. Oh, geez. What is this horseman looking for?
Okay, so you can escort them out. We don't have to do it.
Okay. Good.
And they shake all your hands. They're like, you're heroes. You Edgewatch. You're all right. We've heard rumors that you're just some green recruits. But I'm gonna tell you now that we'd fight with you anytime, any day. You're okay in my book, and I'm gonna put in a good word for you, for the sergeant. Make sure that he knows all that you've done for us.
Yep, and let them know that we're still this mission is still ongoing. It's still a
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. And by the way, we're not recruits. We've been with Edgewatch for over 22 days now. So
Yeah.
come on. Yeah.
It's almost a month.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Really, it's ridiculous.
We're that good.
I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, what are you guys, level 7 in 3 weeks? There you go.
We're
Pretty good.
we're like those 12-year-olds with a master's degree.
Yeah, we're the best of the best.
I started MIT at age 15.
Exactly.
Graduated the Top Gun program.
And
of
if we
Edgewatch.
can find a way to help your captain, we will. But the cultists are probably our priority.
Yeah,
right
you can
now.
believe us. We'll save your captain. No, you will.
Yeah, we'll do our best to at least see that she rests in peace.
Put
I
her
mean, on
to
some
rest,
level,
yeah.
if we can find a way to deal with this creature, that would be preferable.
It's funny because it does. It's
Yeah,
like it has
really.
2 major flaws, and if this was a video game, it would be dead because we
You could kite it.
Duck
we
and
kite
shoot,
it.
duck and shoot,
duck and shoot,
yeah.
shoot. Right?
AA
Wear it
jump.
down.
Yeah, AA jump.
There's nothing
left
to help.
jump.
Wait. There's nothing preventing you from doing
That
that
is
now.
true.
That's
That is
true.
Right,
actually
so why don't we
true.
do that? Wow, because it seems like that's his program.
Its ability
like,
to summon
Yeah.
other oozes is a bit of a.
It also has a
Question
huge
mark.
stretch. It has a lot of things. So here's the thing. You manage to rescue them. You bring them outside. You're back into the fresh air. They kiss the ground. They give you hugs. They're running back to headquarters to report back. So you're now back outside.
Okay.
And I have no idea. It's probably early afternoon, mid-afternoon by now. What do you want to do?
So we have not alerted our presence yet at all. So we
Right.
can totally to sleep in our bunks tonight.
Right.
Get a nice meal from
Right.
Sharky.
A hot meal.
Yeah. And
We're
head out
wasting
to
a
the-
hero
bath,
point, though.
A bath.
Well, here's the other thing.
Yeah,
By
bath.
rescuing them, you got another hero point, so you have 3 hero points.
So does
wow.
that reset at another day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Session's over. All hero points
Yeah.
go bye-bye.
So if we sleep, goodbye hero points. So we can either take the hero
No,
points.
no, not goodbye hero points if you sleep after 11 o'clock or when we end this session.
Oh, I see.
hero points go
So
away.
can we really quickly just reset and then run right back there and fight this monster?
Yes. You want to fight the monster or you want to fight the cultists?
I'm gonna tell you
at this
right
point,
now.
I want to fight them. But this is what I want to do. I want to go into that hallway where it's all the way at the other end, blast it, unload on it for 1 round, retreat into the hallway where it's all tight and narrow, far away until we lose aggro, rinse, repeat until we kill it. That's what I want to do.
I like it. I like that idea.
Except there's 2 things I'm going to tell you right now.
It has reach,
Well, yeah, that's the first thing.
and it summons monsters.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The other thing is, if you rest, you will level up.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, I don't need hero points. That's fine.
But we have to in order to keep those hero points, we'd have to level really.
You won't be able
quickly.
to do it tonight.
We only can
I
do
will
it.
split the difference. I will remember and give you 2 hero points next session.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh, let's do that. Yeah.
Frankly, Seth, you also get a whole bunch of spells.
I want that. Of course, I want
That's
that.
what. So yeah, we slip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
us,
let's-
that one level can not change everything, but it'll change a lot of things.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
it'll change
it certainly
a lot. it's gonna change a lot.
Like I'm gonna get very powerful soon.
Oh, I'm gonna be able to fly.
I'll put it this way: fighting the nearly impossible monster to kill you. The difference between level 7 and level 8 is significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we wouldn't be able to finish that fight in 45 minutes anyways.
Right.
Zero
Yeah,
chance.
you're right.
So the hero points wouldn't.
You're right. Okay, so that's fine.
I mean, this is all metagame anyways. but
Yeah, the
yeah,
kiting
it
method is good, but it is very slow.
Right. Yeah, that's
All
his
right,
problem.
well-
That's it. That's what it is.
Level 8 characters. I love it.
So
So you can go back, you can rest, and you feel as if you rest that you would get stronger, faster, more powerful, that you have enough experience to become level 8 in 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
by the end of the month you can become level 10. Probably. Probably.
It's very confusing that a level took us multiple days. I don't quite understand how this works.
We're gonna get server first for max level at this rate.
You have server first for everything so far. You are already leading the guild in
Yeah.
everything. If Edgewatch was the guild,
So you're saying we're doing the mythic boss next week?
right? In fact, that's what this guy is. He is the mythic boss.
We're given the strats, not following the strats.
Don't stand in the fire.
Yeah.
Don't trip in the
I'm sorry,
hallway.
don't stand in the ochre jelly.
That's right. It's like watch out for the summon.
Yeah.
Don't trip in the hallway. Don't make a lot of noise. Stay out of its vision. Yeah, it's just the boss. Nothing.
Oh, you know what? And actually, let's be a little smart about this. Or let's be a little arky about this. Can we use the Edgewatch libraries for a montage sequence where we try to research real quick? If there's some way to, if there's some tricks we need to know in order to be able to get the captain out of that creature without killing him.
Oh,
Or to just
interesting.
some sort of ceremony or ritual or something, to just desummon the damn thing.
Okay, yes. Let's be smart. You have a full 8 hours of downtime, so a few things need to happen. First of all, before you sleep and get ready, you can buy things. Second of all, Dougie, you have a disease on you probably want to get rid of because it's going to start kicking in.
I have
tomorrow.
I have a cure disease. I remove a disease.
Well,
I-
that's
I-
not how it works.
Well,
Remove
it-
disease,
I have to roll.
you have to roll. All
Right.
it does is give you a roll.
I'm okay with that. I have two
Yeah.
4th level slots. I use them as 3rd level slots. I cast 2 Remove Disease right now. Let's see if it works.
Okay, so all you need to do is
Is that something I roll or Seth?
no, it's actually Seth. So you
Yeah, that's what I
counteract.
figured.
So just give me a D20 roll, and I will tell you if it works or not. It's basically, I won't get into the maths. It's basically
There's a lot
your
of bonuses and
It's not your
subtractions.
spell. It's
Yeah.
basically your spell attack plus a D20, and that's your roll. And if that's greater than the DC, then you make it.
So I'm just
Oh,
rolling a
that's gonna be
D20.
a lot better than my.
just
Right
roll a
here,
D20. Just
I'm
roll a
rolling
D20.
a
I'll do the
D20,
I'll do the maths for you. There's a lot. It's a pain in the ass. 18. You do
18.
it. I don't need to even look anything up.
Yay!
There we go.
Hooray for
Yay.
not having to look up something! Yay!
Well, if it was like in the teens, if it was like 10, I'd have to look things up. But I was like, perfect, nice high roll. I don't have to look anything up. The disease is gone. Basically, all it is that your spell attack, like you have a bonus as a spellcaster. That is the bonus you get. And if that bonus is higher than the DC of the save you would need to make, then it works. Like you're counteracting the disease. Now that's very cool because say the disease is like in stage 4, Dougie would have to actually go through stage 3, 2, 1, 0 to get rid of it. Remove diseases. Oh, I make the roll, they're all gone. It just removes it. You don't have to go through the stages. So it's very powerful when the disease is say quick acting. Like if imagine you're poisoned in the middle of a fight, and it's hurting you every round. That's where it really comes in handy. So anyhow, so Dougie is healed. Next up, do you want to do research on this Eldritch Horror,
Hell yeah.
which you can do easily? Who wants to spend 8 hours doing research on Eldritch Horror? That is unique.
I will spend 8 hours.
I'm a brainy fellow. I'll do some research.
Me too. It's occultism, right?
Yes, I will do it. It is cultism.
All right, so I'm trained in that, so I'll do that too.
Okay, and it is secret. Or, I'll tell you what. You can make the roll. How about that? I will give you the funness of making the roll. It's occultism, arcana, or crafting. That's right, crafting. Why, I don't know. So, you can make the roll and then use your hero point if you don't like the roll.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Roll a D20.
No. Well, no. Do a skill check.
Do Arcana
Yeah. do your
or
actual arcana.
occultism rather.
Whichever one you want. you tell me.
Occultism,
And in
probably.
Basil, you can do the same thing. Gomez.
That looks like crap. Is that crap?
You rolled an
Oh,
11.
no, that was all right. That's average.
It's all
Hero
right.
point.
Yeah. I mean, you have 3
Well,
of
hold
them.
on, wait a minute, Basil.
Basil.
Here, okay, I'll do crafting. I can't believe that's an option, but I'm plus 15 in crafting.
Oh my God. Okay.
Boy, that's a real weird one. Crafting.
I'm trained in occultism also.
Although it's crafting a golem is what that is.
Yeah.
Right. I would rationalize it as library use.
I build a solution to the Eldritch Horror situation.
Whoa. There we go. It was
Nice.
an 18.
I would rationalize it as library use, like just the techniques in using the tool of the library well.
Let's see. Good. Let's
You
see.
know how to
Dougie.
research.
Let's see Dougie do a roll.
Oh, okay. I once he rolled that, okay.
I still want to see. Well, you can't.
Yeah, my
it takes a
machine was
while.
my system was healthy again. It's just a lot of my windows had been closed, so I had to try to backtrack.
I roll a 9 for an 18.
Dougie comes
I'm
in
off
and
the
he's like, "Ow! I think I know what this is. It's called a golem. Is that what this is? A golem? Oh,
No.
Yeah,
It's not-
golem.
it's not a
Loman
golem.
concurs. He
Lolo.
concurs. It's a golem.
No,
we both
it's something.
Hey guys, we've discovered what it is.
No, it's a homunculus. That's what it is, a homunculus.
you're both wrong."
Oh, the files are in the computer.
That is very funny. That is a great reference.
Where's the any key?
Gomez is like, "Well, I got nothing. So, Basil, it's up to you, baby. It's up to you. Does Basil keep his 33? Or does he
I'll
wanna
keep my
roll?
33.
He's keeping it. He's holding on 33. Okay. Give me a second.
That might be a hero point moment. You could get a 35. Think about it. Think about it, Jason. 35. Net 20.
It's only
35.
10% chance. And you have to take the second roll, whether it's lower or higher.
Oh,
Basil looks at you all and says, "Well, believe it or not, you're not wrong. You believe that this actually was a golem originally, but somehow, some way, some alien presence from the dark tapestry, some eldritch horror, corrupted this golem that was probably set here to guard the temple and has corrupted it. So it is now part golem, part construct, hence the golem, part ooze, and part eldritch horror, which is this thing from the great beyond. Some unknown life took control of this creature, which is why you can actually see pieces of it emerging from its arms and legs. And you saw little mouths and little eyes. Unfortunately, this golem-like creature seems to also use the life force of living creatures and has taken, well, the poor captain hostage, if you will, and is slowly eating her away. And if you're able to kill it, you think you might be able to save her.
Okay, so no tricks, no like don't use fire else you burn it. Just kill it and hopefully we can extricate her after the fact.
Yes, and you believe that this thing is weak to good. That whatever this is, it is pure, unadulterated evil. Pure evil. Of course, I don't think any of you have good, and axiomatic runes are really expensive, so that probably is not going to be an option. But you might be able to go for the cheaper, like, I don't know, holy water or something. I don't know if that works, but there might be other options to help out with that. You don't have specifics, that you just have generalizations. Like, you don't know exactly what it is, you don't know exactly what its abilities are, you don't know, like, its immunities and things, but you do think that it is a combination, half golem, half eldritch horror, half ooze, and all horrible. There you go.
1,400 for a holy rune.
Told you they're expensive.
Axiomatic is law.
Yeah, axiomatic.
So
yeah.
holy and unholy would be good and evil.
Okay, yeah.
But 1,400.
Yeah, it's real expensive. That's why you want to get a paladin.
Yeah, is there that's a good question. Is there a magic item or even like a alchemical item that can simulate it for a few rounds? I'll have to look into that.
Well, that's what you're able to research from what you're able to know using a very, very good crafting skill, which ironically was the way to go. If you had another few days, you could probably figure it out. The good news is it looks like she's still alive. The bad news is she probably only has a few days left, and then she'll eventually get eaten by this thing. So,
Outside the box thought, and this probably isn't even covered in the rulebook. I wonder if I could put holy water in the poison injector on my sword cane.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think
I
you
like
could.
it.
I think
poison.
you could.
Like a good
Yeah.
poison.
Yeah, you'd have to hit it, but I think so. I don't see why not.
Interesting.
As for anything else that you found, let's see. Let's do a quick shopping. Oh, you have the Greater Staff of Healing. You have the Verdant Staff. You did find those two dead guys. You did find 2+1 short swords, leather armor, 2 daggers, silver religious symbols of Norgabur, which I believe maybe you're wearing, and some more skin saw masks and outfits. So you're able to take those from the dead guys.
That's good. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably need a GM ruling on how it would work, but I mean, holy water is just holy water deals 1d6 good damage and 1 good splash damage. If I put that in the poison injector, wouldn't that just
Yes.
Yeah.
But how
Extra
long would it
damage.
work? I mean, what the duration would be and stuff like that, or if there's a save or how.
Scroll. Searing Light is primal. Searing Light scroll.
There you go.
Spell level 3. You shoot a blazing ray of light charged with holy energy. Make a ranged spell attack. Ray deals 5d6 fire damage. If the target is a fiend or undead, you deal 5d6 good damage. I'm assuming this counts as fiend and or undead.
It is neither.
So it does not deal its good damage because it is neither a fiend nor an undead searing
It's a
light.
construct ooze.
All right, so maybe that's not so good then. That is counterintuitive, but okay.
I already leveled up.
Yeah, I want something. I want holy water, but more powerful, if such a thing exists.
Yeah. But can you use the healing spells to do damage to undead? Or is
Theoretically, yeah.
I mean-
Theoretically, they would do good.
Yeah, it's
Again,
like holy
undead.
water. Well, here, holy water. It's weird. It's like the details are in the callouts. It damages only fiends, undead, and creatures that have a weakness to good damage, right? So I guess this falls under the category weakness to creatures who have a weakness to
Right,
good
it
damage.
does.
It's kind of like the catch-all and any other creature this would affect.
Yeah, it bums me out that he's not that it's not a fiend. That Searing Light really should work.
What is it exactly? It's a construct and an aberration.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah.
It's like two things. It's not undead though, right?
Right.
I literally
It's
got.
like a construct and an outsider and an ooze.
I literally got. The only thing I get for leveling is a skill feat, a lackluster skill feat.
Yeah.
But I did take something interesting. Water.
Okay, once again, it is a construct ooze. That's it. Two
Construct
things.
ooze.
That's
okay.
it. That's all it is. Construct ooze. Okay, how that works? Good. Healing does not do that. You have two types of healing. You either have positive energy healing or negative energy. Good is not positive or negative. That's different. Good is good. So that is where paladins come in. Okay, basically from levels 1 through 10, you have a paladin. If you don't have a paladin, when you get to level 10, then you can start buying runes. But otherwise, those are out of your price range usually, and that's on purpose. That's a game decision. It's a game design mechanic so that at lower levels, paladins are very, very powerful, and they're designed to do just this. But there's very few loopholes out of like good. Like if you
Yeah, like that. Good is off the table. Like the only thing that doesn't have damning qualifiers is holy water. Holy water is the only
Yep,
thing.
that's it. That I'm aware
like,
of. There might be other
everything
things,
else is
but
like
that's it.
specifically undead or fiends trigger
Mhm.
it.
It's on purpose. It's on purpose. Otherwise, it's designed so that paladins are very useful as paladins. Otherwise, they're just why would you become a paladin? Because fighter is actually superior to a paladin. But if you're a paladin and you can do specific types of damage that no one else can do, there you go. And that's why you want to become a paladin, because they are very, very strong at the lower levels and even the mid levels. Once you get to the teens, you can start faking paladin. So anyhow, there's a lot of things like that in this game. I've noticed after playing 200-300 sessions, it's like you can see like you just can't do those type of damages. There's just not an option until X level. Same thing to like chaotic or law. Like that's impossible. The only ways you get those are at higher levels, or again, I think paladin, and that's it. Now, don't forget, the captain said he would give you 4 +1 striking weapons of your choice from the armory if you rescued those guys. It's almost too late now because I don't know if you need it.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I could take one from my Mongosh.
Yeah.
I don't know
that'd
if
be
I
good.
have a striking for that yet.
I think my crossbow already has striking on it.
No. Well, that was part of the deal. If you saved them, they would give you those. Or you just get them and sell them for cash. I think it's only 50 though. Anyhow, yeah. So you guys can level up. 8th level.
I did. I leveled up already.
Oh, that was quick.
I know. I got very little for next level.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got something really good.
9th level is going to be good for me.
Oh my god. How about this? When your enemy is hit by your ally, you capitalize on the distraction. Make a strike against the triggering creature.
Nice.
That's just like free hits, and it's a
reaction?
Oh yeah, it's a reaction. Let me think if I'm using my reactions for anything else. I think for my initial hit, but that's only in the initial hit of combat. This is actually great. Oh yeah, head and close.
So we have access to a potency rune, is it? I mean, for a striking rune?
A weapon with a striking rune, yeah.
+1 striking.
Okay, so I want that then. I do want to take advantage of that. I'm going to take a crossbow.
I knew you were going to do that.
All right. Do you ever see the movie, which I hope you've all seen because it's good. It's bad, but it's really good. Remo Williams.
Oh,
Seen
yeah.
that.
Oh my god, I
1,000
remember that.
I've never
1,000
seen the whole
times.
thing. I've seen pieces of it.
I saw it in the movie theaters more than once.
1,000 times. 1,000 times I've seen that movie.
I'm embarrassed, but yeah.
I think I did watch it again like 5 years ago or something like that, and boy, it does not hold up.
It does not hold up, except there's two very good things about that movie.
It's a movie of another time.
It does have Janeway, but no, there's a couple of things good about that movie. First of all, it is very fascinating because they filmed it on the scaffolding of the Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty, right?
Which was really cool because it's one of those things you totally forget about. And it's like a nice time capsule.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, it's like you see it and you're like, wow, that's really cool. And they actually did it, which is neat. Like, it's really neat the way they did that. And yeah, I actually saw one of the channels I watch is this YouTube channel. They go into, I think I gave you the link, they go into extreme detail of all these movies, of like how they were made and what was the thinking. They go into, and they did Remo Williams. And the whole thing, Remo Williams was obviously supposed to be the first of a series of movies. And it was supposed to be like a James Bond type thing, and they had plans and all this, and of course none of that worked out. So
it was one of those movies that before HBO was like a big deal. It was on HBO all the time. It was one of those movies that was on HBO all the time.
There was about
all the time.
Over 120 books at the time when the movies came out. I've read about 50 or 60 of them. They were literally just dime novels.
Oh, were they? I didn't know it was based off 60s. A book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a series.
Okay.
There's 2 authors, and they would just crank out these adventures. The books are so over the the movie is so tame. Like there's so many more crazy things going in every single one of the books. Oh my god, just read one book. It's crazy what he can do.
Because he has magic powers.
Yeah. It's
So the reason I bring it up is because I can now do that trick where the guy can run on the water.
That is excellent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the favorite part. And if you watch it, you can actually see the plastic under the water that he's running on because it's so poorly done.
I can run over concrete if I have to, and then the other guys can fall into it. Yes.
That was actually very cool when they did that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. They're called the Destroyers. Book 1 of 112.
Yeah, there's a million. Okay, so I guess
112.
God, because they were still writing them. Like the writers, they'd had it down. Like they would one guy would write the beginning and the other guy would write the end, and you couldn't even really tell the difference. And like sometimes they wouldn't even tell each other how the book.
They love these books.
They wrote so many books. They all have
like 4.5 stars. People love these books.
They're fun books. They're really fun.
Game question: can we use an alchemical item that is higher level than we are?
If you could buy it, well, what type of alchemical? What specifically?
For 140 gold, you can get something called the aligned oil, which serves as the property rune for law, chaos, good or evil.
Yeah, you can buy anything. Yeah, as long as that's a consumable. Yeah, you can buy that.
It's 140 gold, but it would apply good damage to our weapon.
That's
for 1 minute.
That's a lot of gold.
That's not that much, actually. 140 is.
Well, we probably have some money now, additional money.
Yeah.
You have approximately. Well, you're going to keep the greater staff. I mean, the staff itself is only worth 112 if you sell the other one.
It's ultimately Gomez's call, but I feel like the verdant staff isn't that useful.
I agree.
You're the only one who can use it, so if you want it, that's cool. But
no, sell it.
I mean, the other thing is there is a skill feat called Magic Trick or something. Like it's basically the use magic device from the old game that would allow me to use it, but
wrong. Does not allow you to use staffs. I actually answered.
Really?
Nope. Yeah, I know this answer. All it does is allow you to trick the device to allow you to use it. You can trick the staff to allow you to use the staff, but you still don't know the spells. Therefore, the staff won't. It will work for you, but you can't use it because you don't know the spells in the staff. Because that's part of the. So it's like, aha, I can use the staff. It's like, okay, what spells do you know? None of them. It's like, okay, the staff works, and you know none of the spells, so nothing happens. That's what happens. So it does not work.
That's actually kind of interesting. I have a feat that I could take that another caster could teach me a spell. So yeah, you can.
Yes, if you know that one spell,
that's hilarious.
But then you would know the spell. But yes, then you can use the staff. The only problem with using the staff, though, is that trick magic device tells you to trick If you read this description, actually, I can look up the exact wording from my friend at Paizo, but it doesn't work.
Yeah. And what are you gonna get? Spark skin.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
not
it's
what
like
I
just
have.
by-
I have
by
a fourth
scroll.
level. I have a fourth level spell to get, and we should make this a group decision because the options are actually not that great. My offensive option is I hit him with a hose of water that does 8d6, and then I have a lot of utilitarian options. The one that pops out is stone skin on one of you guys, 5-point resistance to everything except adamantite.
Wow.
But it's actually not as great as it sounds, because regardless of how much damage, the duration decreases a minute from 20 minutes. So it'll work 20 times. So that effectively protects what? It will
100
protect
health.
against 100 damage if you're hit if you're hit 20 times. But 5 points of damage, like if
I know.
we're
over
getting
over
hit
for a
if we're
monster
getting
that
hit-
hits for 60.
Exactly. Like it's great if we're
Yeah.
fighting lots of little mooks that are hitting for 5 and 10 points of damage, but how often is that going to happen?
Is that an AoE spell? That water spell?
It's a
What?
line.
Oh, well, okay.
Other options
That's-
are things like Wall of Fire,
Ooh.
and
I
then
like
we're
that.
in a whole utilitarian world of gaseous form, airwalk, things like that.
Wall of Fire, I think we could really use that. I think there's some cool ways you could use it. But of
Let's
course,
see how it
I
does-
don't know
let's
the
see how it works in this
limitations
game.
of it. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how long
let's read it.
the wall
Let's see
is.
it. It's
or
very.
how
It's
much
got a very
damage it
huge
does.
range. It's got a huge range. You raise a blazing wall that burns creatures passing through it. You create either a 5-foot thick wall of flame in a straight line up to 60 feet long and 10 feet high, or a 5-foot thick, 10-foot radius ring of flame. Okay, so it's a 10-foot radius ring of flame or a 60-foot or 10-foot high wall, 60 feet long. It's only one square. The wall stands vertically in either form if you wish, and the wall can be of shorter length or height. Everything on each side of the wall is concealed from creatures on the opposite side. A creature that crosses the wall or is occupying the wall's area at the start of its turn takes 4d6 fire damage.
Oh, that's pretty good.
The only thing with that is that we kind of want to keep the person alive, right? Like inside, like they're
Yeah,
alive.
that's for like I was. It's also, this wouldn't be just for this encounter, you know. So it would be,
Yeah.
but I agree.
I like it for hallways. Oh,
I wonder about that, and I also wonder, like, can you angulate it so it's the length of the hallway, so it's like not they cross 5 feet and then they're through. They have crossed 60 feet to get to you.
I think that would work that way. I think you just get a wall and you can place it in any orientation you want.
You could totally block a 5-foot hallway.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.